So yeah, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today I got you guys a video going over actually a new series here called simply Weird Guns in Call of Duty, where I'm just going to be going over 4 to 5 weird weapons per episode, showing them off, using it, talking about how bad or good it was, and at the end of the video decide out of the weird ones that we have which one was the most unusual one basically. And lots of these weapons in this series are going to be some where they're just one and done, where it was in one Call of Duty and that's it, or maybe you forgot about these weapons too, because a lot of these guns are going to be guns that no one talks about. Like, they're weird for a reason, because either no one uses them, or they're terrible, or they're just like, why does it even exist for? If you guys want to be a part of the video, then comment down below some weird guns in Call of Duty and explain why it's weird, and I'll feature your comments in the next few episodes. Like, in every episode I'll feature your comments with said weapons, and we'll just keep this series going because of you guys. All right, so comment away, but let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So the first gun here in this video is going to be the XM25 from Modern Warfare 3. It's an airburst grenade launcher. This is a one-of-a-kind weapon in Call of Duty. I don't think we've ever seen this return again, so it's one of those one-and-done guns. As you can see in game, it's a very unusual looking weapon compared to everything that we usually are used to seeing in Call of Duty. It's one of those things where you pick it up and it's like, what the hell is this? What kind of Halo-looking alien gun is this? No one actually really used the XM25 in MW3. It was one of those weapons where it's like, oh yeah, I forgot, this gun is in MW3. And it's just like that type of weapon where it's not even broken or overpowered, thankfully, because you would think it is since it's a grenade launcher, but it isn't. You see, if this was Modern Warfare 2, then this thing would be insanely overpowered and broken because of what MW2 has. MW2 has that danger close perk, which increases explosive damage. So imagine this in Modern Warfare 2 with how powerful the grenade launchers already are in that game. So yeah, what do you think about the XM25 here? Do you like it? Do you think it's a cool weapon? Have you ever used or seen this gun before in Call of Duty? And I think this gun's pretty cool if you learn how to use it right. That's the thing. If you know how to use it, then it can be kind of fun to use, but other than that, it's just one of those gimmick weapons. Next up here, we do have the lever action from Advanced Warfare. There's different variants of this that you can choose from, but the weird thing about this is the iron sight of this weapon. It just flips up the moment you aim down sight. It's such a very quirky looking and acting and feeling weapon overall. It just does not match the theme of Advanced Warfare at all whatsoever. So many weapons in this game definitely do not match the theme. And in terms of performance, this is just a very, like, I don't know, it's hit or miss with this, to be honest, but like, it just has no bullets at all. It has, I think, 7 to 8 shots. I think it has 8 shots by default, and it takes usually 2 shots, but people are flying and jumping around like crickets and frogs, so it's actually difficult to hit your shot. In my opinion, I think this is a very trash and just terrible weapon. Like, I do not like this. I know some people who actually do like this for whatever reason, and they're good with it, but I just can't with this weapon. What do you guys think? Have you ever used this before? And if you haven't, how does it look? Because it's very freaking odd for sure. But make sure you guys are liking up the video and you subscribe for more of these episodes and more of the classic Call of Duty content on my channel. So the next weapon here is from Black Ops 3. It's called the HLX4. So this actually rechambers every single time you let go of the trigger. So you can't burst fire this SMG at all. The moment you let go of it, it'll click back and rechamber, and that time that it does rechamber is a potential time where you could actually die, and that will get you killed. So you just have to kind of get used to this weapon. And I guess in return of having that, click back, that rechamber, it does have a crazy fast fire rate. So it does melt super fast, but is that truly worth it because of that clicking back rechamber feature? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it is, but other times it's not like the greatest, because you would have to kind of deal with the recoil. You know, with some weapons, some fast firing guns, where it has a lot of recoil and you can simply burst fire it to control it, right? Well, this SMG, you can't simply do that, because like I said, it rechambers every time you let go of the trigger, so you can't burst fire this to have less recoil, which does suck a lot. And not many people even use this weapon because this is a supply drop only gun. I forgot to mention that with the lever action previously, that one is also only in supply drops. So I mean, it's not that terrible how it's only in supply drops. It's okay, but it's not one of those guns that you should go crazy over. There's definitely better weapons. So finally, going to the last weapon of the video, we have the MK32 from Call of Duty Ghosts. This is a revolving cylinder Semtex launcher that shoots out 2 Semtexes out every time, which is just so freaking unusual how it does. I've never seen a gun like this in Call of Duty before, and I didn't even know. I mean, does this type of weapon even exist in the real world? I'm not, you know, into weapons in the real world. I'm not into all of that, obviously, but like, I'm sure lots of you guys, or some of you guys, are probably into that type of stuff. So does something like this actually exist? Because if so, what will be like a use for this? You know what I mean? It's just something that, like, dude, what is this? And for Call of Duty wise, dude, when you try to use this in game, it is so difficult, because half the time the Semtexes that actually launch out of it just go all over the place, and it never really goes to the enemy, and it takes a long time for the Semtexes to actually go off. So by the time the Semtexes land on the ground, the enemies will already move away and run away from the Semtexes, and you will not get the kill, you know, 9 times out of 10. And you have to kind of predict where the enemies are going to be running at when you shoot this thing, because they're going to run past it. So it's such a difficult, terrible weapon to use for sure. I'd be killing myself on accident in game with this because of how hard it is to use. So that's pretty much the end of the Mark 32, MK32, however you want to, you know, say the gun's name. But yeah, if you guys love the video, for sure drop a like and comment down below. Out of all these weapons, which one do you think was the weirdest one? I'd have to go with the MK32 launcher from COD Ghost over the XM25, because the MK32 is just straight up useless, whereas the XM25, you could somewhat kind of do good with it, and it actually has a fun factor to it, because you control the distance at which the explosive like explodes at. You control the distance with that, which is very cool. But with the other launcher, it's just so random and annoying to be honest. So yeah, that's gonna be the whole entire video. Drop a like if you made it to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
I just checked my balance, got a big ass amount. 6 figures on my wrist, 12 carried in my mouth. These bitches, they in love with the money that I count.